Back to Alice in Chains, baby. Let's do it.
Okay. Ooh! I'm vibing with this. Okay. Okay, I want to listen to this whole instrumental, whatever is about to happen. But before we do, let me just get a little context on this song. Into the Flood Again, same old trip it was back then. That sounds like drugs. That sounds like a high. Let me get a little context on this song really quick. Okay, this song concerns the late lead singer of Mother Love Bone, Andrew Wood, who died of a heroin overdose in 1990. Wood, question mark, and wood are homophones. That's interesting. Okay, so when we think of this in the context of addiction, Into the Flood Again, like I'm back into the addiction again, same old trip it was back then. It's always been a mistake, but please try to understand why I'm doing this. So we got an addiction song. Let's keep listening. This vibes though. Okay. So catchy. Lane is so good. Ooh. 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 Wow. I want to listen to that last end part again. That feels like the part. Have I run too far to get home? Am I wrong? Like when we put this in context, line is so good. Yeah, I just think this line of this question of, am I wrong? Have I run too far to get home? Have I gone? Like that repeating part in the outro is so powerful because it does point to this, oh shit, I just experienced a tragedy of watching my friend lose his life. And I am seeing myself headed down this exact same path. These moments where we see our own story and the tragedy of another are so important. But that motivation to make the change is really fleeting because there's only so long that that tragedy is going to shock your system. So what are you going to do? You have to capitalize on that moment to decide to make the pivot. Are you going to say, oh man, that sucks, like, and keep going down the path that you're going? Or are you going to use it as a genuine point of like, oh my gosh, awakening? This can be a moment that helps me turn it around. It's like if you see someone lose their father and you know that you have a relationship with your father that has things left unsaid, could you use that as the pivot point? Could you see their tragedy as a mirror to reflect on your own story and use this as inspiration to make a change? And it's in these moments where we're given the inspiration to see ourselves more clearly and to contemplate choice. And we can use that as a pivot point to not just fantasize about making a change, but to risk making a change. When we see ourselves running in the wrong direction, running towards a cliff, and the thought comes to our mind like, oh shit, I'm actually coming close to a cliff because I can see myself so clearly in this tragedy, we can use this song to inspire us to change our direction. So when you listen to this, it can be, it's not necessarily in the song itself, but we think about the context of the song of Lane losing a friend while he is simultaneously in the throes of addiction. This end part just sounds like a, oh my God, I see myself here too. Am I headed in this direction? And instead of just bypassing that moment, that oh shit moment, you can use it as inspiration to risk change, to take a step away from the cliff instead of continuing to run towards it. And if you're someone who's struggling right now in this moment and you see yourself in the tragedies that are around you, I want you to take a moment and to share what's happening in the comments here. Because once you share, that can be a step away from the cliff. You can share, you can open up, you can risk, you can try to make a new choice. And this is one way to do that. And we will respond with support and encouragement. Our comment section is a living support wall. And we don't want the same tragedy to befall you that you have seen happen to others. It's like in my own life, I saw the tragedy of losing one of my best friends to suicide. And that served as an oh shit moment for me of like, oh my gosh, I have to take care of my own mental health. I'm headed down a path that is similar to this person's path. And so where you see yourself in the tragic stories of others can be a mirror to you and actually serve as inspiration to you to risk a new choice. And you don't have to do it alone. We're here for you. We love you. This community is here for you. We want you to feel supported. We have a goal to heal the scene together, and we need every single person to do that. So whether you are someone who is struggling, I invite you to open up, or you are someone who is doing well and you want to inspire others, help others, please, please, please consider doing that with us. Heal the scene with us. Click the link below to volunteer. We need you. We'll train you on how to do it. You don't have to do a single step of it alone, but we need people like you with the hearts to help others heal. Click that link. Also, subscribe. I love you.